Hey guys, Roman and Reaper here. So I'm here in Bangor, about to head into the cinema. As you can see by my pink outfit, yep, it's finally time to see Barbie. Yeah, very excited to see this because, I've been hearing good things about it. It's from Greta Gerwig, and it also has Ryan Gosling, I am him, he is me, so on and so forth. But yeah, very excited for this, yeah. The trailers have looked pretty fun, and, this could be a good, crowd-pleasing time at the cinema. Yeah, whether or not it is remains to be seen, because I've heard this gets very weird and meta. But yeah, gonna head in, get my snacks, get my seat, and get ready to see Barbie. So yeah, I've got popcorn here and a frozen Fanta, red, closest colour to pink. I'm gonna get ready to see Barbie. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. So yeah, just back from seeing Barbie. I was quite interested in seeing this for a few reasons. Number one is that this is the latest film from Greta Gerwig, director of Lady Bird and Little Women. So she very much has a keen eye for bringing the female experience to multiplex audiences. And also because, well, this is an original live-action story centered around one of the most popular toys in the world. So, not only is it a guaranteed box office smash, but but also storytelling-wise, there's some real interesting potential here, given Gerwig's talent. But does the film live up to its potentially interesting prospects? And is this the uniquely entertaining crowd pleaser that it's promised itself to be? Let's find out. So the film sees Barbie living the perfect day-to-day life in the whimsical, dreamlike world of Barbie Land. Life in plastic is fantastic. Every night is girls' night, and all the Barbies have positions of power within society. However, one day Barbie begins to have a bit of an existential crisis, having thoughts of death. So to get to the bottom of that and uncover the truth, she sets out to the real world with Ken in tow to to find out why she's experiencing these thoughts and also discover the truth of human existence. However, it's not going to be easy because hot on her heels is the CEO of Mattel, looking to put her back in a box. So yeah, right off the bat, this is a very, very unique film. But for that reason, it is so much fun. Like, for one, this takes almost a Lego movie kind of look at the beloved toy it's adapting, where it's very self-aware about it, almost satirical. Because obviously, as much as a love letter to the complete history of Barbie that this is, it's also a surprisingly anti-Barbie film, sort of taking a very critical stance on the sort of vapid consumerist values that Barbie seems to represent. But as well as an anti-capitalist, anti-consumerist satire, it's also a real strong challenge of the gender norms within society. All the women hold the power in Barbie Land, and the men are like objects of desire for the Barbies. And obviously, it's real fun seeing the contrast between that and the real world, where it isn't so easy for women. But rather than feeling like man bashing, putting down men to make women look great, it actually feels like a play, a cry for equality between the two genders, and it never feels like it's beating you over the head with this big moral lecture. Like it actually gives this film a really strong dramatic through line and actually enhances the narrative and gives you something to think about. And it helps as well. The film is like really, really funny. There are several really great gags here. Like obviously the the beach off gag and the semi-recurring gag of Ken's joke being beach. And of course you also got things like Will Ferrell as the CEO of Mattel, Michael Cera as Alan, playing very much of the Michael Cera character, and even some very self-aware fourth wall breaking narration from Helen Mirren. And at the heart of it, Margot Robbie does a really good job of delivering the comic timing on point and also balancing that with the more dramatic stuff of Barbie's existential crisis and the messaging at the film's heart. But my god, the comedic standout far and away, and this is quite ironic given the messages of the film, is Ryan Gosling as Ken. He is a delight throughout. he he really dives headfirst into flexing his comedic chops, and he just is having the time of his life. There are so many just on point comedic line deliveries from him, and yeah, he is such a fun presence. Yeah, as this character, very much lives to be Barbie's boyfriend, and also as the film progresses, it sort of like gives us a look at what it actually means to be a Ken, and Gosling sells that dramatic stuff really well. Very much flexing both his talents, comedy and dramatic acting, and has a set of pipes on him. He gets that cracking "I'm Just Ken" music number, which is just brilliant. I also really love the sort of like rivalry he has with another version of Ken played by Simu Liu. Yeah, congrats Simu on finally having your second movie role. But yeah, comedically the film is on point, and yeah, it makes for a real nice balance with the more dramatic messages at its heart. But it also helps as well. The film has a real eye for the technical aspects. Like, yeah, from a technical point of view, the film is like near perfect. Like, obviously, the pastel pinks of Barbie Land are captured so wonderfully, so much so that there was an actual international shortage on the color pink. But also the production design, wonderfully captures the sort of plasticky playset look of everything, and it just feels so whimsical and fantastical, almost in direct contrast with the weightier real world messaging at its heart. And there's also a solid soundtrack, with a score composed by Mark Ronson and several original songs created for the film from artists like Dua Lipa, Tim Impala, Lizzo, Nicki Minaj, and Ice Spice. Like you know, like from a soundtrack point of view, the film pops off, and it has an incredibly unique sound, which really complements its really distinct visual look. It looks and sounds great, and obviously it's not perfect. Yes, it is a real fun time, one well worth seeing with a crowd on the big screen. Like this is what it's made for. Like if your first experience of this is on streaming, yeah, I have no sympathy for you. But it's not perfect. Of the Barbenheimer double feature, obviously Oppenheimer is far and away the better film. This is still really good, but I do have my issues with the the whole fish out of water stuff. While interesting, does feel like kind of basic territory to go. But in saying that, it uses that as a springboard to go in some wildly unexpected directions. And yeah, the final act of this, honestly, is a delight and brings everything at its heart to a wonderful payoff with several big twists you won't see coming. I also got to admit as well that some of the other Barbies and Kens can kind of feel a bit underdeveloped. You know, there's not much to them beyond like their sort of defining trait and rule within Barbie Land. But you know, they never feel like underutilized or anything. They get a perfect amount of the other Barbies and Kens, and we get some some real fun moments with them. And yeah, I think that's about what I have to say about Barbie. I very much enjoyed it. I had a great time watching it. Go see this on the big screen if you haven't already. It's just a ton of fun. And yet it's an incredibly unique experience. And overall, I'm going to give Barbie an 8 out of 10. So yeah, let me know down in the comments. Have you seen Barbie? What did you think of it? What did you make of its messaging? What do you think of Ryan Gosling's performance as Ken? And what other Mattel toys would you potentially like to see adapted into films? Because, well, this with the success of Barbie, it seems inevitable. So let me know all that down in the comments. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed. Don't forget the subscribe button if you're new, and don't forget to turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload.